Hello and welcome to Everywoman. I'm Shuli Ghosh. This week we enter the moody, funny, troublesome world of today's teenagers. We hear from Christian girls in America keeping themselves pure for their dads. The secret lives of girls-only clubs in Denmark. But what do the boys think of them? And she looks like a boy and acts like a boy, but she's actually a teenage girl living in Afghanistan. We start with a story that's created a storm of response. Some think it's a great idea, others think it's downright creepy. It's the brainchild of the conservative Christian movement in the United States. The Purity Ball, special evenings where teenage girls are encouraged to take a vow of chastity and exchange rings with their fathers. It's a popular idea with the US president. Last year, the abstinence movement received over $160 million in funding. And so far this year, well over 1,000 balls have taken place across America. Everywoman was given exclusive access to one young woman as she prepared to pledge her purity.
This is my dress I'll be wearing tonight for the purity ball. The Lord wants us to be pure, so I want to do what He says, and I want to honor Him, and I want to honor my parents.
Hi! A purity ball is, it's a ball. The girls dress up in pretty dresses, the dads take their daughters to this event, and it is designed to bring fathers and daughters together and to make a commitment to each other for purity.
I'm Angela Merkel. I am almost 15. I live in Sioux Falls, South Dakota.
My wife and I have 6 children, 5 girls and a boy. We are Christians, and fundamental Christians. We are born-again believers. And the beliefs that we have are that young women should remain virgins and pure sexually. My daughters were growing up rapidly, and during this time my wife and I saw that there was a need for me as a father to be able to be close with my daughters. And so one of the things that we came up with was that I would take them out on dates.
We went in a limousine, and he gave me this ring, and that was the first time we talked about being or staying pure and stuff. I'm going to keep the ring until I get married and then take it off and then put the wedding ring on my finger.
Honestly, I'm not jealous that he gets to go out on dates with his daughters. It's something that is so natural for our family.
Sometimes I feel like people are going to make fun of me, but I mean, it's the right thing to do, and the Lord wants us to do it.
It's a great day at the Abstinence Clearinghouse. How can I help you?
The mission is to raise the bar, to be able to tell women and young men that you don't have to be out there in a sex-crazed society and getting your heart broken and having emotional trauma as well. The Purity Ball is one of the favorite things that we do at the Abstinence Clearinghouse.
My friends all have a relationship with their dad, but like others I see just around don't really. They don't really love their parents that much.
I think that she would encounter a lot of pain if she weren't to remain pure. And this pain is something that she would probably carry then into her marriage.
When people in certain places either have a girlfriend or a boyfriend with them, it just kind of makes me feel like I want one, but then you just ask the Lord to help you, and He does.
I think abstinence education is strong all over the world. I think it seems stronger in America because there's federal funding for abstinence until marriage programs. We love the president. He's been a big pusher of abstinence until marriage education. He's a real hero. He said to me one time, he said, "What part of this don't they get? Abstinence works every single time."
1, 2,
I just always think that it's going to be really hard. Or, I mean, not really hard, but it's going to be hard when I'm growing up.
One of my rules is that I always communicate my boundaries.
I always think about that when these girls are talking.
I pledge from this day forward to embrace purity of mind,
to embrace purity of mind.
I do believe it's very important to have that father figure, especially for a female. I think females were created to feel accepted by men.
I can offer myself as a priceless gift to my husband. If I should marry.
God created men and women separate, even though in the world today we want to think they're the same. But we are different, thankfully. A woman needs to feel loved and accepted by her father. She was created by God to feel that.
As a father, I here pledge to protect my daughter.
I'm giving this pledge to my daughter, and she's giving it back to me. The deepest thoughts in my heart and in my mind are that my daughter really understands what she's doing in all areas of my life.
That I may encourage her.
What would I say if she came to me one day and said that she wants to renounce this? I personally find that hard to believe. I can't even quite imagine that.
If Angela gets it wrong, and if Angela becomes pregnant, my heart will be hurt, but I will love her nonetheless.
Just going out with guys and doing things that aren't right and kissing, I'm hoping I will never do that. And if I do, I'll ask the Lord for forgiveness and my mom and dad, and He'll forgive me and I'll move on.
Not everyone's cup of tea, but they seem happy. Now, what about this for an identity crisis? In Afghanistan, an ancient tradition exists which allows couples to raise a daughter as a boy. But being a girl boy isn't easy. Kausar looks like a boy, dresses like a boy, and is treated like a boy by most who know her. However, she attends a girls' school where her short hair sometimes lands her in trouble. But she says she likes being a girl boy because it gives her an advantage in a society where women often get a raw deal.
اسمها مكتب خالد است و دوزار مرا به نام کوثر صدا کنند.
At school, my name is Halida, and my friends call me Kausar. My teammates call me Jacques, and the boys in our neighborhood call me Fridoun or Kanishka. When I go out, everyone thinks that I'm a boy. People never even imagine that I could be a girl because both my clothes and my hair are just like a boy's. I don't remember the past, but I was 4 years old when I started wearing boys' clothes.
I think that people who don't have sons want to console themselves, and because of this they make their daughters into girl boys. They don't have a son, so their daughter becomes their son. When we were in Pakistan, my uncle really encouraged her to wear boys' clothes, and it's also her personality. She likes to be a boy. At that time, my uncle wasn't married.
It's a tradition and custom. When someone doesn't have a son, they make their daughter into a girl boy. But I have sons, and she wants to wear boys' clothes.
I'm a girl boy. I wear boys' clothes because I like it, and also because there are more educational opportunities for boys than girls. They jump, and then in the air they move around, and this is called gymnastics.
For example, they put the hoops.
They put the hoops around their waist, and they swing their hoops, and that's it.
There is a big hoop, and they take it. Sometimes her veil slips off her head. She has been threatened a lot at school, mainly by teachers. Sometimes they decrease her marks. Really, she has been bullied so much that she came to me and cried. And she has cried to her mother as well. She went to the head teacher, but nothing's changed.
No, I'm not ashamed to wear boys' clothes. I'm proud to have the courage to be a boy. One of the benefits of being a boy is that I don't have to do any chores at home. Girls are responsible for the home and they do everything. There's no problem for boys. I don't want to get married, because when a girl gets married, she has to give up everything and she can't fulfill her desires. I'm a member of the national football team of Afghanistan and I play as a centre forward. There's never been a girls' team before. I used to play football with the boys, but my brother didn't want me to anymore. There were problems. Some of the boys found out that I was a girl.
In our society, we all know that there are badly behaved boys on the streets. Because of this, they may bother her. Also, she is getting older, and now there are facilities for girls to go to and play football in.
Girls should play football, but there are some people who are against this and think that girls shouldn't do these types of physical movements. There are a few girls who are boys in Afghanistan, but I don't think there's very many. I wish I had been a boy. I could have been someone who serves myself, my country and society. That's why I wanted to be a boy. I've made my decision and I'll see what happens. I've decided to always wear boys' clothes. Even if someone finds out that I'm a girl, then I'll still wear them.
I wonder if she'll feel the same in 10 years' time. After the break, what's it like being young in Scandinavia? Teenagers from a small town in Denmark confide in us about their lives and loves. Stay with us.